with the computer, so I had to restart. Welcome back out. Um, my name is Eddie. I'm a full stack web and software developer based out of the US, working on, and I have a big emphasis on AI development. If you'd like to learn about more about me and my work, feel free to check out the website eddiescanna.com. I'm always looking for interesting projects to get connected to. And really quick, before I dive into the topic of this video, I want to throw out to you guys, make sure to check out my newest blog, AI Digital Assistant. This is a really cool third-party application from Air AI, and it basically allows you to create a full-fledged digital assistant for yourself that can send, receive calls, text messages, emails, um, and do whatever needs to be done through a phone. It can use call your clients, receive calls from the clients. It can fill out forms. It works with Zapier, so over 5,000 application integrations. And make sure to check out this blog. It's really I'll play the whole thing. I will play a little bit. This is an actual AI that's calling this person, and I'll just let you hear a little bit, just to kind of, I don't know if you can hear this or not, but so this third-party integration from Air.ai. Once again, definitely can help you develop your AI integration technology stacks and help you integrate and deploy some AI systems to help you in your business. Now, speaking of which, today's video, I'm going to be discussing an application that I co-developed with my AI system. This is an actual, it is it's called Webpage Summarizer. And this is a Google Chrome extension that I've developed here just to really kind of solve a problem that I'm having, first of all, which I'll get into the problem in a minute that I'm having. It's to solve a problem I'm having, but to also create a very viable uh, tool uh, that can be used for a lot of different purposes. Now, I guess I need to start at the beginning with you. Uh, if you haven't already done so, make sure you check out OpenAI. Um, OpenAI has Chat GPT, and let me see if I can do something real quick. See if I can show you this. If you've never messed with OpenAI, let me just do this real quick. Let me try this again. All right, so all right, the viewers out there, we're streaming to a couple different locations, so shout out to you. Um, I'm still trying to figure all this out. So, all right, so this is ChatGPT. So you've probably heard of ChatGPT. You may have used ChatGPT. You may have not. Okay, so it's okay if you haven't. I'm not going to get too deep into this, but basically, what ChatGPT is, it allows you um, to use a very powerful software that has the ability to communicate like a human. Now, ChatGPT introduced something called plugins a while back, and plugins allow you to do extra stuff with this tool. So you have this tool that can act almost like a human, and then you can have it do things. So, like, I could have it, for instance, regular chat GPT, you can just talk to, you can say hi, and it will respond back to you, right? This is the basics of chat GPT. Now, the way it does this is uh, the software itself exists like, see if I could just do this quickly for you. The way this works is chat GPT is a tool. Okay, so essentially it's just a type of code, and this code um, basically is able to connect to what's called a large language model. And I'm overly simplifying this just for the sake of the conversation. So this tool is able to use what's called a large language model. You've heard of this LLM, large language model, um, as well as it's able to. Um, so a large language model is something like, imagine like if you took a snapshot of Google, all the web. Let's say you snapshot the whole internet for 10 years. Okay, this is the language model essentially. So you take a snapshot of the internet or a book or a page, and that becomes the large language model. And then what ChatGPT does, ChatGPT is able to essentially sift through that large language model and pick out patterns. Essentially, it could be like you can imagine. Like I have a video where I show how you can use Python to find a certain set of letters or words uh, within a book or a document. Where the large language model is very similar. So ChatGPT is able to sift through this, and how it does that essentially is through um, something we call weights. Okay, so weights are just basically it's a way to it is what it means. Okay, it's a way to to organize the data in values essentially. So like what it's like saying the ChatGPT uses the weights to determine how it should read the how it should deal with the large language model. So large language model is the raw data set essentially, which you could create your own large language model. Well, you can create smaller language models. You know, large language model is kind of a broad based term, but think of your large language model as a library of books. Well, it's one thing to have all these books, but you have to be able to organize these books, and the weights are basically how the system organizes and deals with the large language model. So so that's the magic behind ChatGPT. Now, what that means as far as how it operates, and there's a lot of implications with this, because when you're dealing with ChatGPT, sometimes you feel like you're dealing with a living organism, you know. And I'm not going to say yay or nay personally, but I will say that I'll just, you know, I have my personal beliefs is that this idea of AGI, which is um, artificial general intelligence, that there's a big question in the world, like when are we going to get this artificial intelligence? And I feel like it's all evolution happens in a very steady progression. So there's never like a point in which you have AGI. It just emerges, just like everything emerges. But that's a whole other thing. So if you haven't had a chance, make sure to check it out. All you need to do is go to chat.openai.com, sign up. It's free to sign up. You get access to the 3.5 version of ChatGPT, but I'm you. But I pay if you pay $20 a month, you get access to ChatGPT version 4 and a bunch of extra features. Now, in ChatGPT, there are things you can do with ChatGPT. So you can have it like, what's the square root of 50? I don't know. Okay, this is going to give you this answer. Okay, now it's doing work. It's showing work. Square root of 50 is 7. We can actually see the work that it does here as well. Shows its work. Um, Now I'm using what's called a plugin. These plugins, the plugins come in up here at the top. You can choose different plugins. So you can choose like they had an internet plugin, which I'm going to get. The reason I'm talking about this because I'm going to get to that in a moment. But they had a bunch of other plugins. Well, ChatGPT ended up getting rid of the browser plugin, the Bing browser plugin. They had plugin where you can use ChatGPT to actually browse the live internet, giving you a bigger. If you remember this image, it basically, instead of only having 10 years, they basically by allowing you to have access to the internet, it opened up this from 10 years to just uh, everything on the internet, basically anything that's publicly available. Okay, available. So when we got the internet plugin, basically it was amazing because you could have your agent searching online for stuff and getting real time data and using the power of an AI system. Well, there were some problems. OpenAI decided to put the kibosh in that, and a lot of people are upset about it because now it's like you don't really have updated information if you're searching like information after 2021. You're probably not going to find accurate information from a ChatGPT. So there were other cool things that you could do with ChatGPT before. So, like for instance, if you're on Amazon, let's say you're an Amazon affiliate. So, like I have a website, Exoticfy, which is an affiliate marketing website. By the way, if you do need affiliate marketing help, I can I use powerful AI systems to build websites. So feel free to reach out to me for that, and we can cut through that process. But this is an affiliate marketing website. Now, this website uses types that allow me to be able to create these posts. Okay, I use WordPress for this, and the post types all have like these certain forms that you can put your data in. So, like for instance, images. So you can get images you can put in there. You can put a title. This is like an intro paragraph. And these are like stats that are built into the back end. So I can go in there and create these and give them scores. These are buttons. Um, this is a quick summary, obviously. Then here are your specs. Once again, those are special fields that are in this item. So if I don't know if I can go to the back end here. Um, See if I can dive into the back end just to kind of give you an idea what I mean. Hmm, uh, I don't know. Well, basically, all these little fields have specific things they need. You can see like these texts. Now, the thing is, you can't just copy people's content. You have to have original content. So, um, WordPress is a great application. It's a great way to build this site. It's a great way to store data, but it can be a pain in the butt to make all your own information. That's where I came up. That's where you can create. Um, this is where you can use prompt templates. So um, prompt templates allow you to increase the effectiveness of prompts that you use with the system. So you can create these prompt templates to help you. So like I have a prompt for a quick Spotify. So what does this prompt template look like? Well, let me show you real quick. This is a prompt created. Um, it has a very specific set of requirements. As a content creator and product reviewer for affiliate website like Shopify, this is actually the result. That's the output. You get the actual input here. This is the actual prompt. So you can create these prompt templates to increase accuracy of your output models, outputs that come from your AI systems. So you can see here it says, I need you to act as a content creator and product reviewer. The purpose of your content that you will create will be placed on my affiliate website, quicksidify.com. The product you'll be reviewing in your content piece is product name. Here are your general details from the product listing site for your reference, and then you can add product listing details. This is the affiliate link we'll be using for this product. Because remember, what we want to do is we want our AI system to intelligently create content for us without us having to type that content every time. So we want that process to be as automated as possible. So this is the first step of that. What you do is you figure out, okay, what are the things I'm always doing, and how can I create a system around those things? So this is the one of the first steps. You create a template that produces reliably consistent results. Now, if you don't know what I mean, I'll show you. And there's a reason I'm showing that, because when I dive into the plugin, you understand more about why it's created and why it's powerful, why the implications are powerful, and maybe hopefully give you some ideas of how you could have an extension built or build an extension to do things that you want it to do. So what I'm going to do here is I have this template. Let's go ahead and fill it out so I can show you what I mean. So let's go back to ChatGPT. Now, let's just start with basic prompting. If I just said to ChatGPT, let's just go here. Let's say I want to add a new product to my website, to Quixotify. Let's say I want to add a new product to this site. I want to add like, oh, I saw, you know what? There was a cool product that I saw. It was a folding picnic table. Okay, so a folding picnic table. This is one that I got that I really like. Let me see if I can find it. It's got an umbrella. Oh, I hope they didn't get rid of it. By the way, if you want a link for this table, I'll have it in the description. Let's see. Where's that table at? Oh, they must not have it anymore. With umbrella. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, this table is awesome. If you're looking for like a folding table, this is a great table. Um, had lots of good times with these tables. So like you got a nice umbrella. Okay, so long as I'm not going to talk more about the umbrella, this table, but because what we're wanting to do here is we're wanting to, like I said, I'm wanting. Let's imagine I'm wanting to add this product to my website. Now, like I said, I'm using WordPress, so I'm able to come in here. I'll go ahead and let me just do this. Bear with me for a moment. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Um, so let me log into the back of my WordPress site, and I'll show you what I mean. So I found a product. I want to add it to my site, right? Now, if I go to my website that I built and I want to add a new product, it's not really hard. Really, it's not that difficult, but it does take time. Where's the products at? I might have just seen it. Product reviews. Let's want to add a new review. So if I come into the back end of the site, add a new review, I'm going to have a custom post type that's got a bunch of different fields that require very specific pieces of information. I need a title. I need a description. I need images. I need a bunch. You can see all these different things. All these things have to be put in by me manually. Now this is, like I said, not too terribly difficult. I can probably knock this out in about 30 minutes. But the thing is with software automation, you can take tasks that you do every day over and over again. You can automate those tasks using programming, okay, or coding. So how would we do that in this case? Well, we know what pieces of information we need, so that's why I created the prompt template that I went over with you. So let's show you how now. So if I went to, let me show you an example. If I just went to this product listing and I just went like this, just to kind of show you. If I said, I need a review of this product, okay, and I just post this, what's it going to do? Sorry, I can't directly access external links. Remember I was telling you OpenAI took away the ability to be able to browse the internet. So what it's saying now is, well, if you highlight all the text and send it to me. Maybe I can give you a review. So let me just go ahead and try that and see what I can do. I'm going to have a couple of problems. There's only so much space that the system can hold, and this isn't really going to tell it too much. So let me see what happens if I just say, just copy all that and paste it in there. So all you're telling it is, I need a review of this product. So let's just see what kind of review we get off of it. It's probably not going to be a really great, kind of, so you can see that's not perfect. So that's where we use our prompt template. The prompt template allows us to get the information from this site and move it over here and get a very specific style return. Okay, so if you look at this versus if you go look at that versus this, let me go back here. Let's just take, for instance, this. We'll go back to the iPad review. You see the difference here with the way that you need this. You need very specific types of information. So that's what we prompt template. Now the thing is, the prompt template is helpful and it does speed it up. But what if there were an easier way? What if you could now take the next step, which is, what if you could have an extension read this information? And I got this idea because ChatGPT doesn't have the ability to read websites, so it makes it kind of difficult, which means I have to come in here every time and have to fill in this template, which cuts down my time about in half, but still about 15 minutes per post. So how can we cut that down further? Well, this is where the extension comes into play. The extension bypasses the OpenAI's block of internet access. What we do is we can build an extension that is able to read this page and give us a report. Now, it is under construction, so I'm going to use it on this article that I created here, because Amazon's site is a little more complicated with some header stuff that I need to. I'm working on some other functionality of the thing. So let's go with something like this. What is this page about? This is that article that I wrote. Well, we could go through and read this, sure. But what if you wanted your AI to come through and read it? Or if you wanted ChatGPT to interact with this data? Well, ChatGPT can't unless you copy and paste all the text. That's where this plugin comes in. This plugin in the options section shows your API key. I'm not going to click on that because it would reveal my API key, but it's stored securely within the browser extension system. This is the code for the plug right now. So if we look here, we have our pop-up HTML, which is the design layout of the plugin. Then we have our pop-up JS, which controls the functions of the application. Now this is a different one I'm working on, but it's a similar. Let's go look at the I'm gonna go ahead and add folder to workspace. I'm gonna go to summary of page generator. So this is the summary of page generator that we're going to be looking at now, which is going to be for this plugin, because I am working on a version 2. Version 2 is going to allow you to interact more with the page as opposed to just get information. But what we want to do is we want a way to bypass ChatGPT's restriction of not being able to access the internet. So we're going to do this by using a plugin. So the plugin, what it's going to do is, let's say we go to a website like this and we click on the plugin. The plugin, we can click on generate summary. And what it's going to do is it's going to scrape or pull information off the web page, absorb it, send it over to ChatGPT. And then ChatGPT is going to create a response and then send it back here to the plugin. Now, this process can take some time because it is communicating across OpenAI's servers. So This can take some time, but you can see it. I don't know if it's going to. Let's see what it does. Let me inspect. So you can inspect. Oh, there we go. Cool. So check this out. So what this plugin does, and I'm going to go back. Let's just look at this real quick. It just says solving customer service conundrum. Customer service has long been challenging. Efficiency and cost effective. It's got a little work to do, but it is definitely understanding. So actually, it's solving. It says solving the customer service conundrum. Customer service has long been a challenging area for business. Providing high quality service to a huge customer base is a complex task and involves massive resources. Enter AI, and suddenly you have a solution that is not only highly scalable, but also can deliver outstanding service 24/7. Advanced AI technology can analyze historical customer data and understand and predict behavior. These smart systems can detect patterns and trends, which can then be used to create personalized customer experience. Every interaction with the customer becomes an opportunity to learn more about them and improve the level of service. This constant learning and adopting process results in significant improvement in the overall customer satisfaction and ultimately customer loyalty. This is actually a really good review. like like this is very interesting because that's a very good review that this thing generated. So how did this happen? Let's go back to the code a little bit and talk. So we see here that we have, man, I want to save that review. Okay, it's still up. Control, copy and paste that. All right, so what we have here is we have our pop-up that comes up. This is the HTML for that. This is the JavaScript that controls the pop-up and the functions. So I'm not going to go through all. You can see here. Uh, this is where we retrieve our API key from here. We have our communications with OpenAI. Um, this is our model information. This is the fetch OpenAI call that happens where it fetches information. There's a fetch process that happens there. Um, there's a lot to go in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do a deep dive in this code at another time. Um, this is what we've been working on. So that's what it does. So effectively, so I'm able to reach, scan information on a website, send an Open API call to get to OpenAI to handle the processing. Remember how I showed you this? So what we're able to do now is we are able to utilize ChatGPT and its system. ChatGPT's ability to communicate with weights and large language models. Um, we're able to bypass the internet block essentially that's on ChatGPT right now. God rest his soul. So let's imagine that we have a firewall here, and we have the internet over here. Internet webpage or website. So because ChatGPT can't access this website directly, what we're doing here is we're creating uh, we create this extension that works through a web browser, and that extension is able through API connection to then connect directly over um, to ChatGPT over the firewall. Connect ChatGPT. We get to utilize these resources, and then we send the information back to the extension, and the extension. Oops. And the extension. see if I can do this without messing up. Let's see here. And the extension is then able to push the data back into the website. Okay, so now you can interact with ChatGPT through bypassing the restrictions that you have accessing it from ChatGPT to the internet by using a browser extension to do that. Now, once again, this extension is not on any is not out right now. It is right now just in my browser, but this is the Webpage Summarizer. I'm working on it right now in development. So eventually I'll have it out where you can test it and use it. But this is just something I've been messing around with as I'm learning how to develop for myself and for these projects we've been working on. So it's getting late. It's time to clock out for the evening. Wish you guys all the best and happy, as always, happy coding, everybody. Peace out.